We talk about my custom created dot plot indicator a lot on this channel. And we do this for one very important scientific reason. It fucking works. And now we've added arrows and labels. You guys have shown a ton of love for this indicator, so I know you're excited for this one. Go ahead and hit the like button and we'll jump into it. There are 3 different trade types represented by this new study: reversal buy, dip buy, and short. Each of which, of course, indicated by its own chart label and its own color-coded arrow on the chart. We are, of course, going to talk about what these trade strategies are, but first, let's talk about the how. As I just semi-foreshadowed, this is its own separate study. I did not include it in the dot plot because there might be people that want to use the dot plot and not have these arrows, not have these labels on their chart. But if I come into this new study and we scroll down to the bottom, I just want to showcase how easily it is, once you gain access to this code, that you can change these parameters to be whatever you want. So the way that I have them set up, the way that we're about to cover, all you would have to do is come in and simply change these integers to represent a different number of dots once you have access to the code to easily manipulate the study, manipulate the labels for how they work best for your own trade strategy. If you would like access to this custom study, as well as any other one I have ever created, all you need to do, navigate to daytradingstrategies.net. Link at the top of the description where you would go to the ThinkorSwim studies, as I just have. You would, of course, scroll down and copy this code. You would then navigate to your setup, open shared items, paste, preview, import. Easy as that. You can have this study on your own chart. Once again, link at the top of the description. We'll see you over there. Let's cover the dip buy trade type first, as that's what we are currently seeing on the Shopify daily chart. And you've actually seen 2 other recent examples that have worked out pretty damn well, right? It got you in at 71 right before this bounce. It got you in at 76 right before this bounce over 90. And it's saying that you should get in or think about getting in. Once again, please don't blindly follow any study, anything anyone ever gives you ever. Don't blindly follow. The point of this is for you to take it, test it, optimize it for what works best for you, right? But for the indication that I have it set up, it is giving another signal on Shopify here at 80. Once again, just sort of showcasing that, hey, this is a strong stock that is currently on a dip, might be a decent time to buy. Worked out pretty well the last 2 times. But what exactly is it looking at? So as you all know, and maybe if you don't know, I will link a video in the top right now. If you don't even know what this dot plot indicator represents, check that video out. It'll open it in a new tab. Watch that first, then come back to this, because I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this video discussing what each one of these horizontal lines represents, as I've already done that. So what this is doing is it's looking for your top MACD line, your top MACD momentum to still be green. And then it's looking for every other dot below, so every other momentum indicator other than your top MACD to be red, to be pointing bearish. And another caveat, it also needs to close above the 200 simple moving average, which is why I have the 200 simple moving average plotted on this chart. That's what it's looking for. Top bar green, every other bar red, above the 200 SMA. That's your dip buy. Bing, bing, bing. Once again, I'm going to showcase this one more time now that you have a little bit more context. Say, Trey, I'm willing to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, I'm cool with buying if only 2 of them turn red instead of waiting for all 4 to turn red. All you would need to do, you would now have access to this code. You would come in, you'd go down to your arrows. Where's my dip arrow plot? If it crosses below 1, that means that there's none remaining. So what you could change this to, you can go, if it crosses below, what would you do? If it crosses below 2, that would mean that there is 1 remaining. So if it crosses below 3, that would mean that there is 2 dots remaining. If I go ahead and apply that, you should now see, yes, whenever there is 2 red dots, you are now getting the arrow. And I want you to do that, please. With any study I give you ever, I don't want you to just take it and, oh my God, Trey has given me the holy grail and I can just go use this and I'm going to have a Ferrari by the end of the year. I haven't, and you're probably not. I'm sorry to tell you. All of these studies, any study, any indicator, any strategy, anything, they are all just ways to help point and ways to help dictate your bias and within your own strategy. So please take the code, go get access to the code. Once again, link in the top of the description. Change it, manipulate it, find what works best for you, do your own testing, but that's how easily that can be done. Okay, rant over. Let's jump into the other two trade types. On the SoFi daily chart, we are getting the reversal buy trade type. As you can see here, it is color-coded purple to align with the color of the arrows. And let's go ahead and talk about what it's looking for here. So the reversal buy is once again above the 200 SMA, bullish. The stock is bullish, but this time, instead of looking for strength, instead of looking for weakness on strength, we're looking for overall weakness first, right? So we're looking for the top MACD line to be red, and then we're looking for every line under it to be green. So pretty much the exact opposite, other than the above the 200 SMA thing. As far as the dots go, the exact opposite of the dip buy. Now, this is a reversal strategy, so of course you're going to be looking for much faster scalps with this strategy. That's just how reversal trading goes, but you can see some examples here of the reversal indicators triggering on SoFi. Some have worked decently, couple scalp here, nice scalp here, some not so much. I mean, this scalp, the next day, to be fair, you got a little bounce, but it's saying to get in now too. SoFi is obviously a stock that did have strength, but has recently been showing weakness. So a little bit unsurprising to see that it is triggering so many reversal buys now, but that's what this indicator is looking for. This trade type, is looking for within the indicator. The third and final trade type of short is being triggered here on the MPW daily chart. And no wonder, because holy crap, look at this thing. Anyway, let's talk about what the short trade type is looking for. This, not to insult your intelligence too much, but obviously the close now needs to be below the 200 SMA, unlike the two buy arrow indicators. And with this one, we need the top momentum, the top MACD, the slowest moving momentum changer to be red, and we need every other dot to be green, which is what you're currently getting on MPW. Below the 200 SMA, top MACD Momo is red, every other dot is green. What this is doing, of course, much like the reversal buy strategy, is you're getting a bounce into weakness, right? Look at some of the indicators on this thing. Not that this thing is necessarily hard to short. You could have closed your eyes and shorted this and made money, obviously. Let's keep ourselves a little bit grounded. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't think I'm a very good salesman. Oh, you could, if you just buy the indicator, look at... Let me stop. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. It's midnight right now. I'm making this video, so for some context for you. Anyway, really weak stock, bounce, red arrow, bounce, red arrow, bouncing into red arrows, bouncing into red arrows, bouncing into red arrows. It's worked very well on this one. Let's look at some other examples. Let's talk about the big kahuna first, SPY, the largest volume, largest lasting ETF that represents the S&P 500 in the United States stock market. It, of course, has some very nice examples on its daily chart, some really nice recent dip buys, and some really nice recent reversal sort of scalps as well. Once again, you're sort of looking for more scalps, at least, please, I am on my reversal type trades. When you get your turnarounds, purple, you're now strong, nice dip, nice dip, nice dip. You're getting some dip buys here, which do continue a little, but obviously eventually come up into a nice reversal scalp, nice reversal scalps, and of course SPY's going crazy now. It's not that easy to find fantastic times to short SPY. Since 1993, the S&P 500's basically gone straight up. But look, during 2022, this was obviously a weak year. Some nice short entrances, start shorting here, start shorting here. Now, I should also touch on this. There are longer periods, right here. This is a good example. Right here, you come up and then your top MACD line is red, and all four of these bottom lines are all green, all green, all green, all green, all green. But you only see one arrow. I only have the arrow set to turn on the first time it crosses. If you were in this scenario, like in real time while you were here, this short label would have been lit up every day that it was true. But I set the arrows to only show on the day that it crosses, just to kind of keep the chart clean and to really show sort of where the indicators first started. But there are, just like anything else, scale into your position, scale out of your positions, trade how you want, but it doesn't mean that necessarily that's exactly where you need to buy. But look at some of these really, really nice dip buys during the massive run in 2021. Really, really nice dip buys on the way up here. Let me show you one more very important thing that pertains to this indicator and really any ThinkorSwim indicator. But if I jump down to, say, the 5-minute chart on SPY, you will notice the indicator still prints. You jump down even to the 1-minute chart, the indicator still prints. You can utilize this indicator on any time frame and on any ticker. Let's jump into the AMD ticker today just for sakes. The indicator is still running. The study is still running. So that's something important to understand. Next day, Trey here. I just realized that I forgot to showcase one more very cool thing about this custom study. And that is, once you download it, you can come into the cog of the study itself, and you can decide what you want to see very easily from here. Say you're not so worried about the reversal buy labels or arrows being the purple ones. You can turn off the labels from your inputs here, and then your plots down here represent the arrows. So RB, of course, being reversal buy. If I just uncheck these 3 things here, you will now also not see the label nor see the arrows. So now you are only seeing on your chart the dip buy trade strategy and the short trade strategy. And maybe you don't even care about these labels at all. I'm sure a lot of people are going to take this code and literally just run it like this and just want to see the arrows on their chart. Not really so worried about the labels. Maybe you have other labels you're running on your chart, so you don't want these combined. I just want to showcase that is possible. It's very easy to do, very easy to customize. Just flip through a couple more stocks here just so you all have a couple more examples. AMD, you can see the chart how it looks. NVIDIA, you can see the chart how it looks. Let's go look at Square. I don't like looking at just very strong stocks. I like to look at Square a lot because this is a stock that was both strong and weak. You can see sort of dip by strength, dip by strength, dip by strength. And then when some of these kind of bigger pullbacks started happening, you started seeing some reversal indicators, reversal indicators, reversal indicators. And that's another fun way you can use this. If you start seeing reversal indicators, perhaps that's a chance that, hey, the stock is not just showing this incredible strength anymore, right? Where you're only getting these buy indicators. You're now starting to get some reversal indicators mixed in up here. Maybe that's a sign. Then when it, of course, does reverse, you obviously, once it's below the 200 SMA, you are no longer getting buy signals, which is nice. Not trying to catch this falling knife at all. And even, it's not even bouncing enough at this point to be willing to enter short. And then when it does get a nice bounce, you get a couple of really nice short entrances here, and then it's just been scalpy choppy ever since. But some really, really nice examples of the indicator in action there. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're subscribed if you're into this kind of stuff. I'm posting content like this nearly daily on this YouTube channel for completely free. And if you would like to access this indicator yourself, the dot plot, the study, this volume study you've been seeing here, all my strategies, all my custom scanners, all my custom watch list columns, all of this stuff, all available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Link at the top of the description. Go check it out. I promise you, it's cheaper than you think it is. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this video, but I'll go ahead and in the outro, I will link the video that explains this dot plot indicator. So if you need a little bit more, explanation of what this indicator is actually looking at, check out that video next.
Trading stocks. He talks about trading stocks. It's important for you Americans and other international individuals to learn about stocks.